Welcome to A Quest for Metal. You guys voted on the community polls for me to rank Korn, so instead, I'm going to give you Autopsy. You're welcome. Now, the Korn ranking is still coming. Hold your sphincters for that big ranking that will come, but I wanted to do something fun. I wanted to do something fun. I wanted to do a band that I've been listening to quite a lot recently. Just been on like a death binge recently, and Autopsy is one of the bands I've just been listening to just all their albums, well, most of their albums, all the way through, and I fucking love almost all of them. So today we're going to be ranking Autopsy's albums from my least favourite to my favourite. And you're probably thinking like, what the fuck? Why is your face red? I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at the colour difference. Jesus. Burning in England? How the hell does that happen? But I was on a beach, stepping on a beach, and it was hot. So yeah, can't take me fucking anywhere. But yeah, Autopsy has a great discography, and there's only 2 missteps in it, and we'll get to them right fucking now. Coming in last on this discography is Shitfun, and I'm not gonna put the album for it up here. Instead, I'm gonna put something nicer up here, maybe an image of a cuddly bear, maybe My Little Pony. I'll put that up there instead. I'll get all you bronies fucking hard, because this album cover is just, I don't want 2 girls, 1 cup, 1 girl, 1 bathtub, or whatever it's called, tub girl, 2 girls finger painting, Paint Olympics, whatever the hell is on that album cover. I'm not showing it here, you know? So you're getting cuddly bears instead. The album cover is awful, the music is pretty fucking awful as well. Mix it together, it's not good. It's not good. When an album's literally called Shitfun, you know you're in for a bad time. And this is kind of when the band started to change. Well, the album prior to this is when the band started to change sound. But this kind of just cemented just the shit. Just the shit. And that this band has just gone to this kind of depths. The band has gone to this depths of just fucking sludge. Just nonsense. They went in a crust-punky kind of fashion, and you know I hate that shit. If you've seen my Dark Throne ranking, you know those albums I fucking just don't like. Don't like crust-punk. And Autopsy tried to do kind of crust-punky, and it just doesn't work. We like death doom. We like the death metal, pure death metal, with kind of doom tendencies in, like Mental Funeral, like Severed Survival, like fucking all the other albums which are amazing. Headless Ritual, fucking yes. Not this. Not Shitfun. So Shitfun can just get the fuck out. So coming in next, of course, is Acts of the Unspeakable, the album which kind of changed the sound from Mental Funeral to this, and this is just not up to standard with Mental fucking Funeral. You listen to them side by side and you're like, what the fuck happened? There's like 18 fucking songs on here, and the album length is 35 minutes. You do the math, it's turned into like a crust-punky fucking grindcore album or something. Like, I don't want that with my death metal. The previous 2 albums, Severed Survival, Mental Funeral, long songs, chunky songs. Sure, the length of the albums was also short, but the songs were chunky. And death, proper death metal. We want death metal. We don't want this. Some people might like it. For me, get in the fucking bin. These 2 albums, get in the fucking bin. That aside, we can start talking nicely about Autopsy now, because every other album I adore. I love all the other albums, so now it becomes hard to rank them. Those 2, fuck off. This one, now it's getting hard, so let's move on. Next up, Macabre Eternal, and I fucking love the album cover. So much better than the last 2 pieces of shit. This, literal pieces of shit, if you've seen the fucking album cover, this album just brought new life back into the band, brought them back from the dead. Someone just did some summoning and just brought Autopsy back, because this album fucking kills. It fucking kills, it's back to the proper death metal days of Yonder, and it's awesome from start to finish, but I do think some of the newer albums are a bit more refined, a bit more catchier than this one in particular. I do find myself getting a little bit bored on this album, which I don't find myself getting bored on Headless Ritual, and I don't find myself getting bored on the very latest album. But let's talk about some of the songs on this fucking awesome album. First off, Dirty Gore Hall. How amazing is that title? And the song itself, also fucking amazing. Also, the title track is fantastic. And Sadistic Gratification, 11-minute long song, That's more like it, Autopsy. That's more fucking like it. Not like these 1 minute long shit fucking fests that you had on the other two. This is the shit I like. But again, as I said, the downside of this album is I do find it a bit more dull compared to the others, which is probably... I don't know what the general consensus is with the new Autopsy albums, because for me, this is the weakest, and it just gets better and better. So, that being said, let's move on to the next one. So the next one is the Headless Ritual, and another beautiful album art. Amazing album art. And I just think it got better and better. So this album is a big step up from Macabre Eternal, in my opinion. They just they learned what they were doing, and they just improved on it with this album. There's a lot of 5-minute songs, some 7-minute songs, 6-minute songs, good song lengths, good meaty song lengths on this album. Slaughter at Beast House starting off the album with fucking style, amazing song. Coffin Crawlers, fun as fuck. And She Is a Funeral, like a 7-minute long epic. So many good death metal songs on this album. It's amazing, and I want to play it right now. I'm talking about it. I want to play it right now. You know? This is the fucking Autopsy I like. Give me more of this. Yeah, this album's fantastic from start to finish. They just have some albums that I just prefer a little bit more, including the next one. Next up, Tourniquets, Hacksaws and Graves. I had to say that loads of times to get this take. You know, I kept going Tourniquets. I was like, what the fuck? I'm not turning around some cats. This album's amazing. I knew from the artwork it was going to be amazing. He's literally like got a flesh tourniquet and he's fucking saw his own arm off. What the fuck? Amazing art once again. And sure, these songs are a bit shorter, but they all pack a mammoth punch. And there's so many catchy riffs in here, so many kind of doomy elements to it, just like Headless Ritual, just like Macabre Eternal. I love this kind of death metal. It's exactly my kind of death metal, and it does it some fucking justice. Savagery, the title track, Forever Hungry. The list goes on and on. So many good songs on here, just punching you in the face until you just can't take it anymore, and you love it for it. This album's fantastic. One of my favourite death metal albums, recent death metal albums, and I hope they make some more. I hope they have a new album coming, because this one, goddamn delivered. So now it comes to it. What's going to be number one? What's going to be number two? These both are classics, death metal staples. Either one could be number one, either fucking one. I love them both, but it's gotta... It's hard, but okay. Number two, Severed Survival, the debut. Yes, this is kind of like the pioneer for Death Doom itself. So you know I'm gonna love it. I love Death Doom. I'm wearing a fucking Hooded Menace shirt. Of course I love Death Doom. But, you know, you have the argument, this is just pure death metal. I can't hear the doomy elements. But I listen to this album and I'm like, this is fucking pure Death Doom. I don't hear any death metal elements. Like, re-listen to Severed Survival. There's so many slow, just fucking doomy sections in it. And I know it wasn't a thing back then, but it fucking is doomy as hell. It's doomy as all fuck. And I love it for that. I love the slow death metal. And Autopsy, one of the best. And this album is flawless, a 10 out of goddamn 10. You have this top, good fucking job. It's so neck and neck with my next one. So neck and neck. It just so happens I heard that one first, which usually doesn't really play a part, but on this one, it just, I don't know, it just sunk its teeth into me, and it's not letting go. Severed Survival's also sunk its teeth into me, but Mental Funeral is nearer to the heart. You know, nearer to the heart. Charred Remains, you all know Charred Remains. It's fucking iconic. Disembowel, Embalmed, Gasping for Air, can't say it. Every song on here, amazing. All the songs, catchy. All the songs, fun. All the songs have something juicy to latch your teeth into, and this is a goddamn flawless album from start to finish. I love both the album covers, the weird little like surgeon things, and then the kind of Hellraiser, we'll tear your soul apart, where all the chains come out and just rip the guy's face off, because that's 100% what it's off. That's 100% what it's off. Beautiful album from start to finish. That only leaves one number one, which is Mental Goddamn Funeral. This album cover is obviously inspired by The Thing. You know, the amalgamation of all the things trapped inside it. It looks kind of blob-like, like The Thing, which is my favourite horror movie of all time. And this is one of my favourite death metal albums of all time, so double whammy. Yeah, this just amps up the doom. Amps up the They're fucking chugging riffs, amps up everything to 11, and I love it. Twisted mass of burnt decay. I don't even know the lyrics, but that's gotta be talking about the thing. Like, because when you kill the thing, it's with flames, with flamethrower, and it's a twisted mass of burnt decay, so it's like all the kind of creepy things stuck together. I'm using my own canon now. This probably isn't what the song's about, but fuck it. It is in my head. And just read some of the others. In the Grip of Winter, amazing. Torn from the Womb, amazing. Hole in the Head, that 6-minute long song, Hole in the fucking Head, beautiful. Then Dark Crusade to end it off with Mental Funeral kind of outro after it. This album's flawless. This album's a 10. This album's an 11 out of 10. This album should be on your death metal playlist. If it's not, go out and buy it. Go out and fucking buy it and put it on your death metal playlist, because this is one of the best death metal albums ever made, and so is Severed Survival. So throw them both on it. That is my ranking for Autopsy albums. Pop yours down in the comments below. What's your favourite Autopsy album? Do you like Shitfun? Do you like that cover? Does it tickle your fancy? Let me know down below, and we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.